Andy, give me a minute. Of course, we're gonna post the links for both part one and part two of the rally. We're trying to get the link from part two that we could post it in the description below. We're talking about over 2 hours of the rally that the TWU Local 100 did this afternoon in front of 2 Broadway. And we had speakers from Tony Otano, John Samuelson. We had several council members. One of them was Yanis Rodriguez. We had New York City Public Advocate Jumani Williams, and we had several surprises on my Periscope feed. And I'm very surprised that Greg Cipriano, the president of MTA Bus, um, he was watching obviously the live stream. So that being said, let's go to Twitter, because of course my Twitter has been pretty much active throughout the afternoon. But first, we're going to read the statement from Tim Minton. And we quote, as Chairman Patrick Joseph Foy said on multiple occasions, we are focused on bargaining in a good faith with TWU Local 100 and reaching a mutually acceptable contract. Beyond that, we will not negotiate in the press. What that means behind closed doors, like Patrick Joseph Foy likes to do, uh uh uh, that's totally unacceptable. And of course, we received this tweet from Joe Biden. Says proud to stand in solidarity with TWU Local 100 and transportation workers in their fight for a fair contract. The 40,000 plus bus and subway workers who move New York deserve the dignity that comes with fair wages, good benefits, and job security. Hashtag TWU Rally 2019. And of course, this is from the Wall Street Journal's transit reporter Paul Berger, that we have Patrick Joseph Foy dressed as the cowboy of Toy Story. We have no money. You're a bunch of overtime cheats. You're paying your own wages. Bridgegate never happened. You don't have the guts to strike. And of course, the TWU posted on their Twitter page before the rally, President Antonio Tano and his LIRR counterpart Anthony Simon of Smart, because our agenda is the same, pushing back against the MTA. And of course, Antonio Tano spoke with me, and I want to thank Andy's Ravenous for having this coverage with me being on site for, let's say, a pretty long time. And again, we could say that this protest of the TWU was a success. A success, why? Because Tony Otano makes it wonders. And why I mentioned Tony Otano and John Samuelson, of course, because they have all my support, despite the fact that I have incidents with transit workers here and there. But it is not fair that they, since May, look at this, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 months. It will be almost 6 months on November. And it is totally unacceptable that Patrick Joseph Foy, Robert Mojica, Andrew Mark Cuomo are hiding themselves. And that is not fair. Not fair at all. Because the union, of course, the union members They moved New York City 24/7, 365. And this is the report from Channel 7 that reporter NJ Burkett was there covering the rally. And this report was updated 15 minutes ago. Thousands of transit workers rallied at MTA headquarters in the, we should say, the financial district. Let's see if we could play NJ Burkett's report. My apologies, folks. We're having technical difficulties. Let's see why the video is not playing. Why?
Step into the future where everything is possible. Here you can try to work less only your phone. Wow, I like it here. Self-prescription glasses starting at $95 and virtually try them on in a book like that. Thousands of transit workers taking to the street tonight in Lower Manhattan outside of the MTA headquarters. They're train operators, bus drivers, station cleaners, and track workers all demanding a new contract after working nearly 6 months without one. The Transport Workers Union says enough is enough. Here's Eyewitness News reporter NJ Berkman.
In 2 weeks, Patrick Joseph Foy has to put his feet in the ground because this is the beginning of a possible collapse of the system because of whom? Patrick Joseph Foy. Let's see if Channel 2 has a report of it. Nothing from Channel 2. Shame on them. But of course, they have their CBS in New York. Let's go to Channel 4. we're having technical difficulties with Channel 4's feedback. But of course, this is only the beginning. If you think that all of the unions, the LIRRR, Metro North, and the TWU Local 100 should shut down the MTA, please don't hesitate to post your comments below. Because, of course, as you guys saw, Tony Otano is very serious about this. And being without contract for almost 6 months now, that's a disgrace. A very big disgrace. Because how Patrick Joseph Foy is getting away with it. How? Of course, we know that he's from Port Washington in Long Island. He was involved in the Bridgegate scandal. He was the one that in January 2017, in front of this one who is speaking and my colleague Omar Vera in World Trade Center, he managed to approve with every single board member from the port unauthorized. Now, of course, their headquarters is in Jersey. They managed to approve the 10-year capital plan that included AirTrain LaGuardia. And now Andrew Mark Cuomo has them in the MTA with people like Robert Mujica, among others. But of course, we're gonna keep monitoring what is going on. And let's keep it moving forward, shall we? And thank you for joining us, and we'll see you guys later.